Are you stuck in the United States because of COVID-19 and you're afraid that you might overstay your visa? Or have you already overstayed your visa and you're not sure what to do next? My name is Nala Kamaluddin, and today we're going to be talking about exactly what you need to do if you find yourself in this unfortunate situation. There are currently a lot of travelers from all over the world and people who are here on temporary visas whose visas are expiring very soon, but they're not able to go back home for one reason or another. Maybe they had fallen ill, maybe their flights were cancelled, or maybe the airports in their home countries are not receiving any flights. And as you know, visas have very strict rules. You cannot overstay your visa without there being serious consequences. So first, let's talk about if you're here and you're about to overstay your visa. The best thing you can do right now is file for an extension of status, or a Form I-539 with USCIS. And you need to file this application before your status expires, so you can't wait until your visa expires and then file for the I-539. It's highly recommended that you file before your status expires. And while your application is pending, you're going to be allowed to remain here in the United States until you get a decision on your case. Or you could leave the United States while your application is pending. It doesn't really matter. As long as you filed the application before your status expired, then you should be okay. You should be allowed to remain, and you basically just wait for the decision. And if you want to leave early, then you can leave early without there being any consequences. If you're here on an ESTA, a lot of visitors come to the United States on an ESTA instead of a visitor visa, and they're only allowed to stay here for 90 days. And there are very, very strict rules about departure within those 90 days. But if you find yourself in a situation where you cannot leave because of what's going on, then you can file for something called satisfactory departure. And this will give you a 30-day extension on top of your 90 days. You can apply for satisfactory departure with the local CBP or the CBP at the airport where you entered to the United States. And basically all they need to see is that you have a return flight booked and maybe like an explanation of why you couldn't return to your home country within those 90 days. All right, so now let's talk about what you can do if you have already overstayed your visa. So if you've already overstayed your visa, you can still file for an extension of status. Even though your status had already expired, you can explain to USCIS in your application what are the exceptional circumstances that led you to not filing before your status had already expired. Maybe there was a lot of panic going on, there's a lot of shutdowns and stay-at-home orders. Those can be explained to USCIS. And again, while your application is pending, you're going to be allowed to remain here in the United States. And then whenever you're ready and whenever you're able, you can go back, you can depart to your home country. And actually, USCIS in a recent memo had said that they are willing to give some flexibility to individuals filing for extensions of status after their status had already expired. I hope this was helpful, and if you know someone who needs this information, please share this video with them. And if you want me to do more videos like this, please comment below. And as always, stay safe.